Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. With that being said, thank you for joining us, and a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are both off, so our panelists cannot see nor hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for more. And then last but not least, this presentation is being recorded. So within about a week, you can find it at stripescan.com/Ohio. I'd love to turn it over to our first school. So if Baldwin Wallace University could join us, please.
All right, everyone, hello. Thank you all for coming to the fair today. We're super excited to meet you, talk to you more about transferring to a ton of different great schools and options we have here in Ohio. So I'm from Baldwin Wallace University. My name is Andrew Bianco. I graduated from BW back in 2018. So if you have questions about the student experience, anything transfer-wise, feel free to send that my way. So you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, it's going to be everything I'll be talking through. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So fast facts about BW, we are a private liberal arts institution. So what does that mean? We were founded on the basis to have really strong students, not only in their academic discipline, but across the board in several subject areas. You've been exposed to critical thinking, really in quantitative thinking, in writing extension areas as well, diversity, all across the board. The BW degree is known for you being well-rounded with this degree. So in addition to that, we have a really individualized approach to education here. So our average class size, you can see, is about 20 students per class. And our student to faculty ratio, which we're really proud of, is 11-to-1 around here. So that means you get to know your faculty members get to know who you are, not only as an academic, but also on a personal level, help you achieve your personal goals as well. So we have about 250 transfer students that transfer to BW each year as well. So looking at academics, let's break down how that works at BW. So there's basically three core components to it. The first is going to be the BW core. This is the liberal arts part of your education. So you'll be exposed to a lot of different subject areas. In addition to the BW core, you're going to have your major. That's where you're really, really strong. In addition to the BW core, that is what's going to launch you into your career. And then the next component is your minor, which is basically like a mini major at BW. So those three components constitute your BW degree. I've included a lot of our different majors on the right-hand side just to feature a few. We have 80 different academic programs you could choose from. So feel free to throw in the chat and ask if we have a certain major. I'd be happy to share more information about it as well. And so continue to ask questions and I'll be able to answer those after I wrap up the presentation as well. So next, let's talk to transfer credit, because that's a really important component you need to consider when you're transferring schools. So at BW, we really maximize your transfer credit here, and it basically falls into three guidelines. One, it has to be graded, so you have to earn a C or above in the course. It needs to be at the college level, so it can't be a college prep course. It needs to be at the college level. And then it also needs to be from an accredited institution. If you have questions about if your institution and your credits fall into these guidelines, we can look at this through one of two ways. One, we have an online transfer guide that you can use if you're getting an associate's degree. It's really helpful to plan out your classes with your academic advisor. So we can check and see what courses are in that database. But a transfer counselor can also process what's called an unofficial transfer evaluation. So what this is going to do is project how should your credits transfer to Baldwin Wallace University. So all you would need to do is email me. I'll give you my contact information at the end of this, or our general transfer at bw.edu, your unofficial transcripts, and the major you're interested in doing. And we can show you how it should apply to the liberal arts core as well as your major. So in addition to that, we have a really awesome program for students with associate degrees called our A to BW program. This is our associate to bachelor's, and it really streamlines the completion of your degree because you automatically transfer 60 credit hours to Baldwin Wallace University. That puts you at junior class standing at BW, and we reduce your core requirement because as part of your associate's degree, you would have already taken core components to it. So we waive that for you, and you get to qualify for free summer courses, no matter what, if you are a full-time or part-time student as well. So that kind of pans into financial aid and scholarships because that is extremely important to considering where you're going to transfer. At BW, we really pride ourselves that every full-time student is going to get a scholarship package at Baldwin Wallace. So every student is automatically considered for a merit award, which is going to range from $7,500 to $15,000. That's going to be based off of your cumulative GPA. I'd be happy to work with you to show you how you are going to fall on that spectrum and what you should get when you're admitted. We also have a number of special awards. So if you're a Phi Theta Kappa member, have an associate's degree, if a parent, grandparent, sibling graduated or attend BW, as well as a heritage award too. So those of you are automatically qualified for and considered for. We also have application-based ones, our Transfer Impact Award, which is $2,500 renewable, as well as a Choose Ohio First for STEM majors. So all of these are recurring scholarships as well. So if you're a part-time student, we have a discounted tuition rate, and I'd love to talk to you more about that. So you can see that 98% of our students receive some sort of financial aid and qualify for that at BW. So definitely add us to your FAFSA. Our school code's listed on here, so you can add us and then you can get an offer for financial aid once you would be admitted to the university. So what are your next steps? If you want to learn more about Baldwin Wallace, I highly recommend scheduling a visit with us. So you can do an on-campus or virtual option. I recommend requesting an unofficial transfer evaluation, or you can also start your application. It's free to start, and then you also would have a few required documents that you would need to submit that we could work with you on a case-by-case basis. So any questions, put those in the chat. Here's my contact info, and then a few links for resources for you. So thank you all, and thanks for coming out today.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. And again, folks, that was Baldwin Wallace University. Next up, we have Mount St. Joseph University.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Amy Wolf, and I'm the Assistant Director for Adult and Transfer Recruitment over at Mount St. Joseph University. Also with us tonight is Casey O'Neill. He's a transfer admission counselor who works with me. He will be available in the Q&A box and also afterwards answering any of your questions. So who is Mount St. Joseph University? We are a Catholic private liberal arts university. We're founded by the Sisters of Charity in 1920. So we actually just got done celebrating our 100th year anniversary. Mount St. Joe is actually located in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are 9 miles west of downtown. We're the smaller school with big city benefits. The Mount has approximately 2,000 students on our campus that are enrolled. We are a residential and commuter campus. We can house up to about 500 students as well. For undergraduate population count, we have about 1,200 students and graduate students about 800. We do have 40 plus undergraduate majors for students to choose from, 7 masters, 3 doctoral programs. Some of the popular transfer majors are nursing, education, sport management, and biology. I will say that all of our undergraduate degrees do follow a core curriculum. It makes up 46 to 49 of your credits. It gets paired alongside your major's curriculum, and it has a lot of flexibility with your transfer credit. The Mount does boast a 99.6 career outcomes rate. So Mount St. Joe is a NCAA Division III school. You can see the list of sports that we do have on our campus. We actually have about 50% of our undergraduate students participating in one sport or another. I would like to point out some non-Division III athletics that we do have, cheerleading, and we do have esports as well. Students that are looking to not compete at such a competitive level may be looking to participate in intramural sports. And then we also have 40 plus campus clubs and organizations that helps keeps our campus life busy. We are proud to announce that we do have a brand new Centennial Fieldhouse that just opened this semester in celebration of our 100th year anniversary. This is a building that is guiding the Mount's commitment to developing the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. We do use this facility for athletics, but also recreationally for our students and alumni. All right, we are currently taking applications for the fall and summer and fall semesters. Our application deadlines for the summer is May 7th. The fall deadline is August 13th. This is 10 days before classes start. We do review applications as they are completed, and you will be notified of your financial aid package after admission. We're looking for a 2.0 cumulative GPA. You apply online at msj.edu, and we'll want to submit all of your official transcripts. We're looking for that 2.0 plus 12 credit hours for general admission. We accept a C grade or better for transfer, that is college level coming from regionally accredited colleges. And we can accept up to 90 credits towards your major. Casey and I would be really happy to answer any of your questions on that and can do any kind of transfer pathway, completion pathways to see what you would be looking at. Students at the Mount have a full-time or part-time tuition rate. Please note that our full-time tuition rate is a flat tuition rate. So students that are full-time take 12 to 18 credit hours and they pay one tuition cost. There is also a general fee associated whether you are full-time or part-time, and the levels vary. Transfer scholarships, we are proud that we do give all transfer students that are admitted a Mount Opportunity Award or the transfer scholarship if you're earning your first bachelor's degree. So they start at $9,000 and go up to $14,000 off per year. These are automatic considerations, so you don't have to do anything to apply. We're also offering Phi Theta Kappa scholarships. And I would like to proudly announce that we actually just received exciting news this week and were approved for the Choose Ohio First grant. So we will be offering scholarships to Ohio residents that are attending the Mount, double majoring in computer science, natural language processing with another major. Scholarships range around $8,000 and are renewable. Contact site at msj.edu for more information on that great opportunity. Until then, please reach out. There is so much more that I would love to share with you. You can visit msj.edu/visit for all of your ways to talk with Casey and I, whether it is in person on campus or virtually. And then here is our contact information. So again, reach out. We look forward to chatting with you.
Thanks a lot, Amy, and for connecting our audience to Casey as well. And folks, this was Mount St. Joseph University. Next up, we have Muskingum University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alex Blankenship. I am an admission counselor and the transfer coordinator for Muskingum University. Hope everyone is doing well. Thanks for joining us. Just want to talk a little bit about Muskingum University. I'll give you guys just a little bit of an overview. We are a small institution of about 1,400 students, located about 15 minutes outside of Zanesville, Ohio, and about an hour east of Columbus, Ohio. So we're a very rural campus, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but again, it's a small town of about 2,500 people. So as far as our academic population, we have about, like I said, 1,400 undergraduate students with an incoming freshman class of about 400 students each year. Transfers, we typically bring in about just shy of 100 students each year. Student to faculty ratio, it's around 12-1 with an average class size of 18 students in a classroom. So again, like a lot of the other institutions that are In the session today, small personalized learning experience at Muskingum is the same thing you're going to get. Our average GPA of students on campus is around a 3.3 with an average ACT score of 22. We have students hailing from around 232 high schools in 21 different states, so we see a wide variety of diverse students on our campus. 297 of our 353 new freshmen are from Ohio, leaving around 153 different high schools in the process. So again, our average GPA is about a 3.4 with an average ACT of 22. About 20% of our incoming students are students of minority, and our 5 most popular majors are nursing, business, education, criminal justice, and general engineering. You can see here kind of a full list of all of our academic majors. Might be a little hard to see. In total, we have about 60 academic majors, 15 give or take minors, and about 10 to 12 different pre-professional programs. As far as athletics go, we are a Division III school. In the Ohio Athletic Conference, we offer around 26 varsity athletic sports, with stunt, archery, and esports being 3 of our most new that we offer on campus. In addition to these, we are building a brand new health and wellness complex in the center of our campus. It's around a $33 million project that will extend our bleacher section, as well as build new gym areas, indoor track, field, study areas, and classroom areas on campus as well. As far as involvement on campus goes, we have about 110 different special interest clubs, student organizations on campus, ranging from music, theater, Greek life, academic clubs, and so on. As far as Greek life, we have 7 different fraternities and 5 different sororities on campus. And again, just in total, we have around 110 student-led clubs and organizations on campus. Plenty of ways to stay involved as a student at Muskingum. As far as transfer scholarships, we do offer a wide variety of scholarship opportunities for incoming students. You can see on the screen some of the scholarship opportunities that we have as far as academic awards go. So these range from about $15,000 to $9,000. In addition to these, we have plenty of different major-based scholarships, community service-based scholarships, Phi Theta Kappa scholarships, and scholarships from transferring from select community colleges around the state. So on the left-hand side, you can see kind of a net cost comparison of what it costs to attend Muskingum versus some of the other colleges in the state of Ohio. So we try to be as an affordable of an option as possible. After financial aid scholarships, we typically fall pretty close to what it costs to go anywhere else in the state. As far as transferring into Muskingum, the biggest thing to know is that we will accept any credit that you've received, as long as you have above a 2.0 from an accredited institution. We'll give you credit for it. So that's really all I have. Again, Muskingum University, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Please reach out. Don't hesitate if you have any questions. I would be happy to work with you through the process.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. And before we continue on, I do want to put a plug for our audience. If you have any questions for our institutions, the Q&A feature is a great way for you to get in touch with them, and they can answer back. So just make sure to use it as we go. With that being said, I'd like to turn it over to Newman University.
Sorry about that. Let me just share my screen one more time. Okay, sorry about that. Hi, everyone. My name is Holly Weatherburn, and I am a transfer admissions counselor from Newman University. Having been a transfer student myself, I understand that choosing which college to go to can be a difficult decision to make. So I'm hopeful that after today, you'll have some really good information about all of these amazing colleges, and you'll get a little bit of information about what Newman can offer you and how we prepare our students for the future. So we are a close-knit community of 1,200 students with an 11:1 student to faculty ratio and an 18 student average class size. This means that you'll get personalized attention and a customized education plan. We are located in Wichita, Kansas, the biggest city in Kansas by population and one of the top 10 places to live in the US. We are a Catholic college and welcome all faiths and beliefs. You do not have to be Catholic or go to Mass in order to be a Newman student. We were established in 1933 by the Adorers of the Blood of Christ, our ASC sisters, and were named for St. John Henry Newman, who was canonized as saint about 2 years ago. So we don't actually have academic advisors at Newman. You'll be advised by a professor within the program who understands the classes you'll take, the program, and even shadowing and internship opportunities that are available to you. This really helps our students to be intentional and to prepare for the future. So these are some of the things that we're most known for. I think the most important is that high employment rate. Overall, 71% of our students are employed in their field of study versus the national average of 27%. And I think this is due to the dedication of Newman faculty to preparing our students for the future and the opportunities that are available to Newman students. It also helps that our faculty not only possess research experience, but practical experience within their fields. So for example, a lot of our business professors actually hold high positions or have held highly positions, for example, a CEO, and they have their own successful businesses themselves. We have around 40 undergraduate programs. These are our programs that we have. I would say our most popular are sciences, nursing, allied health, education, and business. And we do have 11 pre-professional programs as well. So what are the most common misconceptions of Newman University? Well, the first one is that we're expensive. We do have a free application for domestic students, and we award an academic scholarship to every student admitted to the university upon admissions. The second one is that we're hard to get in. We have been test optional since 2019, and our GPA requirement is a 2.25 or better. We offer a lot of scholarships to our students, academic scholarships. They're based on GPA and they range from 11,000 to 15,000 for the year for up to 4 semesters. We also have some specialized transfer scholarships for first-time transfer students seeking bachelor's degrees. So upon admission, you'll be awarded an academic scholarship. This is just kind of the breakdown from that 11,000 to 15,000. And these are our special transfer scholarships. So the first one is our dual advising program. So 1 to 2 semesters before transferring from a community college or a technical college, you'll actually get a Newman faculty advisor to work alongside your current advisor to ensure that that transition to Newman is seamless. And then we do have another scholarship for our PTK members, first-time PTK, first-time transfer, and then also the associate's degree for first-time transfers seeking a bachelor's degree. We also have opportunities for anyone interested in art, theatre, or music. And our honours program also comes with an additional option for if you're eligible for an additional $1,000 scholarship. For athletics, we are the only private NCAA Division II college in Kansas. And because of this, we do award a wide range of athletic scholarships. And we have 18 athletic programs. We also offer intramural sports as well for people who are not wanting to be a collegiate athlete. As far as living on campus, we have 3 residence halls. Today, I'm going to focus on Beata and Fugate because they're the most common for transfer students. So Beata Hall is for sophomore and up. It's an apartment style. There are 5 rooms to a pod. We have laundry facilities in all of our residence halls as well as Wi-Fi. Fugate Hall is for junior and up. It's an apartment style. There is a full kitchen in that one. And it's either a 2 or a 4 bedroom. We also have printers in the residence halls, and at Newman you do get to print 150 free pages a week. Our Navigator program is a supercharged support system to empower students to change their future. We asked Newman students what they needed to be successful, and we kind of, from their responses, created this program. So this offers internship and shadowing opportunities, an opportunity to have a professional mentor, and just being prepared for what's next. Our First to Go program offers support and resources to first generation college students. This program has been designed to really make sure that our first gen students are set up for success. As a first gen student myself, I really think that I would have benefited from this program. Our new Science Centre was built in 2017 and hosts our state-of-the-art science facilities. KU Med students in their first and second year actually get taught by Newman faculty and utilize the cadaver lab, making Newman a great choice for healthcare or science-related fields, and the transition to med school a smooth one. We are taking all the precautions, mask, social distancing, making sure it's sanitizing before and after class. We also have an allocated dorm where students who are quarantining will get their breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals brought to them in safe pre-packaged containers. You can follow us on social media in order to get the latest information on events and scholarships. And if anybody has any questions for me, this is my contact information.
Awesome. Thank you, Holly. And again, folks, that was Newman University. Next up, we have Northern Kentucky University.
Okay, hey everyone. I hope you're having a great afternoon. My name is Casey Telford. I'm an assistant director here in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions at Northern Kentucky University. So if you're not familiar with NKU, that is okay. We'll spend the next few minutes learning about it. But NKU is one of the fastest growing public universities in the state of Kentucky, serving just under 15,000 students each year. So we're actually right across the river from the Mount. So from Mount St. Joe, we're just in Kentucky and they're in Ohio. Here at NKU, we are one of the youngest universities in the state of Kentucky, just a little over 50 years old. However, over those last 52 years, we are also incredibly established. We've been named one of the best colleges by Forbes magazine for the last 10 plus years. Here at the university, you're going to find an average class size of 24 and an average student to faculty ratio of 19:1. So like a lot of other universities have mentioned tonight, you're going to find that it's really easy here at the university to get to know your peers, get to know your professors. So one of the things that when I'm talking to transfer students, one of the things they're most concerned about is building community once they complete that transfer process. So rest assured here at the university, it'll be very easy for you to get to know other students and build that community as a transfer student to NKU. We have over 80 majors here and 90 minors. Some of our most popular majors for transfer students are going to be social work, a lot of our business programs, and then we also offer an online accelerated RN to BSN program. So a lot of students who are choosing to earn that BSN choose to transfer to NKU for that accelerated program. Like I mentioned, we are very close to downtown Cincinnati, so that is our claim to fame. Here at NKU, we're located in Highland Heights, Kentucky, which is just 10 short minutes from downtown Cincinnati. So our students find that they really enjoy the safe suburban setting that you're able to go to school in, live in, have your degree, but you also have access to the large scale amenities that Cincinnati has to offer, such as professional sporting events, museums, a great food scene, all of those wonderful things. Here at the university, there's lots of different ways to get involved. And I think, again, with helping to build community, one of the best ways you can do that is by joining a club or organization on campus. So here in KU, we've got over 22 Greek lettered organizations across 4 different councils. We have over 250 student organizations total though. So that ranges from faith-based organizations, community organizations, leadership, or even just a Chipotle club or a napping club to name the few. So there really is something for everyone. And we are also part of NCAA Division I's Horizon League. So we have over 17 sports teams here at the university, and all of those events are free for NKU students with your NKU All Card. Lots of different programs in order to aid in your success here at NKU. I'll let you read about them on the screen, but just know that we've got a really robust career services program because we know as a transfer student, you want to know how quickly you're going to earn your degree and ultimately go out and get that job. So we've got a really robust career services program here that will assist you in making that next step. Lots of different support resources for you on campus, such as peer tutoring, a writing center, a math center. All of those opportunities are available to you in a remote environment as well. So even if you're not living on campus with us, that's totally fine. You've got access to those support systems, whether you're on campus with us or maybe in an online accelerated program. We have some different transfer options for you. So we offer 2 NKU programs, which are basically transfer programs with local community colleges. So if you are enrolled at maybe the University of Cincinnati, Clark State, Southern State, or Cincinnati State, those are some of our primary 2 NKU program options within Ohio. But you can have really cool benefits if you enroll in that program, such as having an assigned academic advisor here at NKU. You can access to our events and facilities, and some of our pathway partnerships also offer students the opportunity to take classes at NKU at their community college tuition rate. So that could be a really cool opportunity for you if you know long-term you want to transfer to NKU. If you know that you're ready to transfer now, it's a great time to join Norse Nation. We currently have a free application. So if you're interested in joining us for the summer or fall, go ahead and fill out that application. It's nku.edu/apply. Like I said, we're waiving that $40 application fee for you. And then we would just need official transcripts from any of your previously attended colleges. And then our transfer admissions credentials are you need at least a 2.0 GPA and at least earn 24 collegiate credit hours. If you've got below the 2.0 GPA or less than 24 hours, that's okay. We'll just need some additional documentation from you. And I'm happy to have that conversation with you. Like a few others have mentioned, we know course equivalencies and what your transfer credit program is going to look like is really important to you. So just know on our transfer website, which is just nku.edu/transfer, you can find course equivalencies for some of our local community colleges. And then we also have a fully robust system where you can enter the college that you're currently at and see how your credits will transfer to NKU. We have a few different tuition options for you. If you're living in Ohio, you're considered an out-of-state resident. However, I don't want anyone paying that $20,000 tuition right here at NKU. So we offer Ohio reciprocity. So that is for students who have earned an associate's degree with some of those community colleges I mentioned earlier, such as UC, the University of Cincinnati, Cincinnati State, Southern State, or Clark State. If you're earning an associate's degree, you're coming to earn a bachelor's at NKU and you live within a specific county, you could be eligible for reciprocity. And then we also offer a tuition incentive program, which offers students $5,200 off their tuition. Lots of important dates coming up, but I'll let you watch the recording. So I encourage you just follow us on social media at @BeANorse, and then you can email us or visit us if you got additional questions. So thanks for joining us today.
Awesome, folks. So that was Northern Kentucky University. Next up, we have Cleveland State University.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Blair Suttles. I am the coordinator for transfer and non-traditional student recruitment at Cleveland State University. So first, I just want to start off by telling you a couple of facts about Cleveland State. If I can get my presentation to work, there we go. All right, so Cleveland State is considered to be a mid to large size institution. We do have about 16,000 students total. Of those 16,000 students, approximately 12,000 are undergraduate students. Even though we are considered to be a mid to large size institution, we really pride ourselves on being able to keep our average class size small. So our average class size is about 23 students, and 2/3 of all of your classes are guaranteed to have less than 30 students in them. And we're really intentional about why we do that. Like others have stated, we really think it's important for our students to get a chance to know the instructor and for the instructor to get a chance to know their students. And that's not always possible if you're in a large lecture hall. So we do have students that come to us from all over. We have 79 countries represented and 38 states. So total, we have about 1,500 international students who come to CSU. We do have 18 NCAA Division I sports teams, including our basketball team, which just recently made an appearance during March Madness. And so we're really super excited about that. We do have over 175 different academic degree programs. We include that plus sign there because we are constantly adding new programs depending on what the job market requires. So things that I'm going to talk about tonight really quickly are engaged learning, which is kind of our educational philosophy, our academic reputation, our campus experience, and then our value and affordability. These are the 4 big pillars of who CSU is. So our educational philosophy, or some people call it our motto or tagline, is engaged learning. And what that means is that we want our students to not only learn in the classroom, but we want our students to have the opportunity to have hands-on experience outside of the classroom. That way, when you graduate, you not only have your degree, but you actually have real-world experience. Then we have been consistently listed by US News and World Report as one of the top colleges and universities in the country. We've been listed in the top 300, and that's an academic reputation that we are incredibly proud of, and something that we consistently try to maintain and improve. We've also been recognized by Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society for our work with transfer students, as well as by Military Times for being a military-friendly institution. Including our academic reputation, we do have a specific transfer center that is staffed with academic advisors who work with students before they've been admitted to CSU. So if you're looking to see how your credits are going to transfer to CSU, how they fit in with your new academic degree program, you can schedule an appointment, a one-on-one appointment with our transfer center, and they can do an unofficial transfer credit award for you. In terms of transfer credit, we will accept anything that's coming from an accredited institution, a regionally accredited institution, something that's college level and a D or better. One of the other things that sets Cleveland State apart are partnerships that we have with various organizations throughout the city of Cleveland. And again, that kind of goes back to engaged learning. We really want our students to have that hands-on knowledge. So we partner with different organizations like the Northeast Ohio College of Medicine. We also have a really great partnership with Playhouse Square. Because of our location in downtown Cleveland, we actually share space with Playhouse Square, which for those of you who don't know, it's the second largest theater district in the country, second only to Broadway. And our students are able to perform on the Allen Theater stage there. It's a part of our campus. We also say that the city is part of our campus. We have programs that encourage our students to get out and explore the city of Cleveland. Fun fact, the mayor of Cleveland is also a two-time CSU graduate. So that affords us a number of opportunities as well. We do have over 200 different student-led organizations. They range from being specific to majors or social organizations. My favorites are our Quidditch Club and our Mac and Cheese Club. And then the final point is really the value and affordability of a CSU education. We do have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state of Ohio, making us a great value for both Ohio residents and non-residents. And we do also offer scholarships for our transfer students. One other thing I want to highlight on this page is the CSU guarantee. So what the CSU guarantee is that it guarantees that whatever your tuition rate is when you start at CSU, that tuition rate is guaranteed for a certain number of years. So if you come to us as a first-year student or freshman, you'll get 4 years as a guarantee. If you come as a sophomore, you'll get 3 years of the guarantee and so on. So that really allows for our families to plan ahead because you know there won't be any increase in tuition. And that CSU guarantee also applies for on-campus housing. Here's our tuition rates. You can go over that later. We do have transfer scholarships. And then our application process is really simple. You just need to fill out our online application. We are currently waiving our application fee and submit transcripts from all previously attended colleges and universities. If you want to find out more, please feel free to drop a question in the chat or connect with us at csuohio.edu.
Thank you, Blair. And again, that was Cleveland State University. At this point, I'd love to welcome back everyone that was presenting it, so all of our panelists, so we can do a quick Q&A session. And folks, we're going to go in the same order. So I'd love to invite back Baldwin, Wallace University. And the question is, what advice would you give someone going through the transfer process?
Awesome, thank you. So my biggest piece of advice to students going through the transfer process is be on a fundamental level of honesty. So if you're meeting with an admission counselor, be honest with them, be upfront about what your experience and what your journey has been, but also be honest with yourself. If something doesn't feel right, honor that, but also communicate that with the counselor you're meeting with so they can help you and make sure that you're finding the right fit for you wherever you're transferring.
Awesome, thank you, Andrew. Next up, we have Mount St. Joseph University.
Hey everyone, so my piece of advice would be to any school you're looking at is to apply as early as possible, and then also send in official transcripts as early as possible. And I'm sorry if that's other people's piece of advice, but I see that all of the time with students I work with. So any school you're looking at, get it done as early as you can. We don't want you to stress at a later date.
Thank you, Casey. Next up, we have Muskingum University.
Yes, I got a couple quick pieces of advice, I guess, that I would give out. Explore all your options. There are plenty of awesome universities all over the country. Explore all of those options. Know how your credits transfer. Again, explore the options, see what other schools are going to offer you, not just credits, scholarship money, financial aid, all of that. Explore those. And then at the end of the day, go with what makes you the happiest. Go with what's the best fit.
Awesome, thank you. And then next up is Newman University.
I would definitely say I'm a researcher, so I'm always about research. But what I would say is just kind of, reach out to your admissions counselor. Like, that's what we're here for. We're here to answer all of your questions. So no question is a silly question, and we've probably been asked that question like 1,000 times. So if you think it's silly, it's really not. Just ask the questions. That way you're more prepared. And also, look into options like what are different schools offering as far as visits, as far as meeting with faculty, making sure that, I know that a few schools talked about like unofficial transcript evaluations. That's something that we do too, just to kind of give you that peace of mind and make sure that whichever program that you choose to go into, that you feel good about what credits have transferred and kind of your path from this point on. So
Awesome, thank you, Holly. Next up, we have Northern Kentucky University.
Hey, I'm going to kind of echo what Holly said. What I find is when I'm working with transfer students, a lot of times they don't realize that there's someone on campus who's dedicated to working with transfer students, that they think they have to go through the process alone, and that is not the case. So my piece of advice to you would be, Google the schools that you're interested in and add like transfer center or transfer recruitment or something like that onto the end of your Google search. I mean, you should find the human on the campus you're interested in, who is dedicated to working with transfer students. I think everyone on this call today, we all have some kind of like transfer adult learner in our title. So just know there's people who love working with transfer students who want to help you through the process. So just know that there's support available to you.
Great, thank you. And then the last one up, it will be Cleveland State University.
I think my piece of advice would be to reach out to the admissions office to see if you can speak with a current student and get that current student's perspective, especially if they are another transfer student. Transfer students sometimes view the process of starting over at a new institution a little bit differently. So if you can reach out and talk with another student, I think that would be helpful.
Awesome, thank you, Blair. And then we're going to circle back again. And this question is actually really fun. So thank you so much to our panelists for all their advice throughout this process. But we'd also love to hear about what is your favorite event and tradition on campus. So again, if we can go again in the same order, Baldwin Wallace University, can you share it with us, please?
Absolutely. So ours is our homecoming. So we not only have homecoming, but we've combined it with something that used to be our community and family day. So it's really this huge bringing together the entire Baldwin Wallace community of graduates, current students, their families. And so you really feel the camaraderie around Baldwin Wallace with everyone that's part of and touching the community. So you guys, a whole parade, football game, meet different student organizations. And so it's really somewhere where you could feel the yellow jacket for life, which is a saying around here, YJ4L. And really, you feel that during that event.
Awesome, thank you. Next up, we have Mount St. Joseph University.
Yeah, so echoing what Baldwin Wallace said, homecoming is a big time for our campus, but also last year we had our centennial celebration celebrating 100 years as a university. It was a well-attended event. We had people from the community on our campus. We hope we don't have to do it every 100 years. I'm hoping it sets the precedent that we can do some sort of fun celebration every year from here on out, because we had cornhole, we had raffles going on, and we even had our biology professor brew our own type of beer on campus. So that was a fun time, and students can take a beer brewing class with us. So another fun fact.
That is really neat. Next up, we have Muskingum University.
Yeah, one of my favorite events on campus. It's not our homecoming. I'll steer away from what the first two guys had to offer, but it kind of begins with move-in on campus, or for students who are commuters. Over the first few weeks, we have a rather large pond on campus, so we do a cardboard boat regatta. And we partner students up with random students on campus, and they have to build cardboard boats out of cardboard and duct tape, and teams try to paddle across the pond. And if they make it across, they get prizes, typically iPads, MacBooks, TVs, things like that to keep in their dorms. It's a great way for incoming students who don't know people to get to know each other. It's my favorite.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex. And it sounds like the stakes are high there.
Pretty high.
Right. Next up, we have Newman University.
I would say ours is our multicultural extravaganza. It is a huge celebration of different, not just cultures coming together, but we also get the Wichita community and other institutions involved as well in that event. It is a huge, obviously on a typical year, huge buffet food from different cultures, different countries. I will say one thing about Newman is we do a lot of events that involve free food, so that's just like a common theme that I would say. But then part of that event is like a fashion show with traditional dress from different countries. And then the third aspect of that event as well is for our 2019 event, we did 20 different performances from different countries and cultures. And like I said, that was when we involved the Wichita community and also different institutions. So we had a ton of different performances. I know we had like Irish dancers. I'm from England, but I love Irish dancing. So I'm excited to be a part of it, hopefully this year when we do it. So.
Sweet. Thanks a lot, Holly. And then next up, we have Northern Kentucky University.
Yeah, so I would say one of our fun things that our students can do on campus is we have a giant like spray paint rock on campus. So different clubs and organizations can spray paint the rock throughout the year. Students spray paint the rock like upon their graduation. They go and like throw their name and like a favorite thing about NKU on it. So we find that a lot of students enjoy kind of tagging the rock throughout their years with us at NKU. That's a fun thing that students like to do.
Super cool. And then we're going to wrap it up with our last school, which is Cleveland State University.
I think my favorite event on campus is at the beginning of the school year, we have what's called Magnus Fest. And it's when all of the new students come. It's kind of a fun part of orientation. You've already registered for classes, and this is just fun, get to know you type games. And upperclassmen will come, and it's just this spirit of community on campus, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you a lot, Blair. So we're going to wrap this up, folks. We could be here forever asking all these fantastic questions to our schools, but I do want to take a second and thank our panelists for being here and for sharing all their insightful information about this process and that everything that's offered at their institution. So thank you so much. And also to our audience for taking the time to just learn about your options long term. I'd love to close out this presentation by just plugging in that once you close this window, there's going to be a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide for us. There's more sessions being offered, so be sure to sign up for more. And then last but not least, as I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, this is being recorded and will be available in about a week. So you can find it at stripescan.com/Ohio. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening.